Hello learners, welcome to today's class. Today, we shall be learning about an interesting topic, vocabulary words related to government and administration. Today, I want to tell you an interesting story, the rise of New Dawn Republic. In the heart of Africa, there was a young country called New Dawn Republic. After years of military rule, the people finally demanded democracy, a system where sovereignty truly belonged to them. They wanted to elect their own leaders through a fair electoral process. During the first parliamentary session, the newly elected legislature met to draft a constitution, a document that would guide every action of the government. The executive, led by President Obafemi Awolowo, promised transparency and accountability in her administration. He appointed competent ministers into his cabinet, ensuring that each was qualified to head a department. The civil service was reformed to reduce bureaucracy and improve efficiency. President Obafemi Awolowo believed that good governance required honesty and the participation of all citizens. To strengthen unity, the government introduced federalism, allowing states to manage their own affairs through devolution of power. This move gave local communities the authority to make decisions that affected their daily lives. However, not everyone was pleased. The opposition accused the president of favoritism and even threatened impeachment when he signed a decree to fight corruption. But he defended his action as being in line with constitutionality and the nation's public policy. Meanwhile, some foreign nations admired the president's diplomacy, as he skillfully negotiated trade agreements that benefited the economy. His manifesto, Service, Justice, and Growth, had inspired citizens to embrace civic responsibility. The ideology of fairness and shared power spread quickly. Citizens began attending town meetings, expressing their opinions, and engaging in referendums on national issues. Even though the road to progress was long, the people's franchise, right to vote, became their strongest weapon for change. Years later, New Dawn Republic became a model of Republican success. The judiciary remained independent, ensuring separation of powers among the branches of government. When some ministers tried to form a coalition to block reforms, the courts ruled against them, proving that no one was above the law. Through perseverance, New Dawn Republic became a shining symbol of good governance in Africa. Its policies inspired neighboring countries to fight against autocracy and totalitarianism, choosing freedom and justice instead. And so, the story of New Dawn Republic reminds us that true democracy begins not in the cabinet, but in the hearts of citizens who believe that leadership is a civic responsibility, not a privilege. Here are the lists of vocabulary used in story related to government and administration. Government, administration, democracy, monarchy, constitution, legislature, executive, judiciary, bureaucracy, policy, diplomacy, sovereignty, federalism, republic, devolution, civil service, cabinet, parliament, electoral process, franchise, manifesto, constitutionality, impeachment, autocracy, oligarchy, totalitarianism, transparency, accountability, referendum, coalition, decree, opposition, governance, censorship, civic responsibility, ideology, separation of powers, minister, public policy, lobbying. So learners, how helpful is this story to understand vocabulary words related to government and administration? Awesome! There are some questions attached to this video. Attempt and submit to your tutor. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for interesting lessons. See you in the next class. Bye!